delta region gets support. And I don't know how really that has to be done. Because that is where you need alternatives to that fishing industry. It's an industry. Simple. There's this old man collecting snails for his lunch. How can you deny it? So this is where the graded use and what you use and how you use it becomes very difficult in a biosphere reserve. Also tiger land, right? Panchmani, it's one of the most ancient human habitations of our country. Probably Stone Age. It's some of you must have heard of Bhimbedkar near Bhopal, right? The caves there and the paintings. You get the similar paintings in Panchmani Biosphere Reserve. And that picture that you see there is Drosera, a species. Nobody is even looking after that patch of Biosphere Reserve, which has Drosera. So, and there's incredible cultural diversity in the cattle that they use, the scrub range cattle that they have. Augusta is gorgeous. You walk through that forest, it's elephant forest. Those elephants are not very nice. Especially chase people. They like to chase tourists. I wasn't chased, but there it is. But Augusta Malaya is again very, very important culturally as well as from the point of view of this huge floral diversity. Every few meters you see something which is new to even a good field botanist. I'm a very bad one actually, not a good field botanist. But I've been out there with very senior botanists. I don't know what they do. So there's still a lot to search for and look at. Achanakman is very nice and people are very, very wonderful. Need to go to it. Kutch. I think Kutch as a biosphere reserve has to include both the Great Run as well as the Little Run. Need that flamingo city very desperately. It's the only one in South Asia. We need the virus. It's the only place in the Little Run. And now the science for Brugil are spreading out into all sorts of regions. And very soon they're there in the coastline already. So you need to look at this afresh probably in terms of the boundaries of that biosphere. Patna is very nice. Again, it's tiger reserve. What is very nice about Patna is the culture.
Thank you, Dr. Varcha, for the wonderful presentation. And he is one of those who has actually visited most of the 18 biospheres in the country. And we should give a big hand to Dr. Varcha for all the conservation of nature. The last slide was about Patna. So, like I said, when tigers got decimated from Patna in 2007, 6 and 7, there was a committee formed. I was on the committee with Ravi Singh, HS Pawar. And today, let me tell you, this Patna Tiger Park or Tiger Reserve, which reported in 2007-8 that there was not a single tiger. And my wife was ridiculing me for being on a committee where there was no tiger. She said, "Why are we going to Patna?" So I said, there is a responsibility on me that tigers should come back. Multiple efforts led to the fact that for the last 2 to 3 years, even today, the diversification of Patna tiger and tiger from Andhra, now there are 100 individual tigers in Patna. So that is the importance of conservation efforts, initiatives and strategies which you spoke about. So my first question to you, Dr. Varcha, is that we have been talking about creating biosphere reserves. You said there has been a tradition. Now that we are tagging them at biosphere reserve, there are some sanctuaries, there are certainly. But have we as really understood the importance of the eco services that all these reserves and the water bodies and all that we call natural heritage or standing trees, etc. There has been a report by NTC of which you were a member about the economic welfare reserve. So are we sitting in this hall, would you be able to give some sense to us about the eco services that this biosphere render to the humans?
Yeah, I think it's enormous. And I don't differ with economists about the way they talk about this, right? Because economics actually. But you can never really pin down the cost of unknown species, which we still do is still needs a far side to go, and much of that is a far side to go, and much of that is finance related. That is finance related. So how do we eventually fund these things?
There is a very important issue of conserving the corridors, because there is already the paradigm shift in conserving species to conserving landscape, and now they are talking of conserving the corridors. So you may have heard that Madhya Pradesh, we didn't have wild elephants, is suddenly seeing for the last 3 years large number of wild elephants in Bandhavgarh area. They are coming from Jharkhand to Odisha to Chhattisgarh and now into Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh didn't have wild elephants, and our wildlife officers are finding it. Madhya Pradesh didn't have wild elephants, and our wildlife officers are finding it tough to handle them. There are a number of things that we do. So, is this the degradation and fragmentation of habitats that is leading to the elephants coming all the way from Jharkhand to Madhya Pradesh? So, would you like to throw some light on this? It's not about elephant, it's about corridors, it is about conserving the natural reserves.
I'm not an elephant expert, right? But it's obvious that these animals now need to move. And as their populations grow, elephant populations have grown. Tiger populations, of course, have grown much more significantly in terms of proportion. Yeah? You had 1,800 in the 70s,